everyone. It's author Sandra Wilson coming to you from the Kindness Kangaroo Library. But today I'm not being Kindness Kangaroo because I have on my dinosaur costume. Because today we're going to read the book Dinosaur Twins Explore the Woods. And I thought, what a fun way to share this story with you by being a dinosaur myself. You see, I wrote this book for two special kids, Isaac and Jenna, and they're twins and they really love dinosaurs and they love to explore. So I thought, what a great story that would make of twin dinosaurs that love to explore. And so Jenna decided if she was a dinosaur, she'd like to be a triceratops. And Isaac decided if he was a dinosaur, he would of course be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And so they were created into dinosaur characters. And this was a story then of siblings who are out exploring the woods. So I thought, I wonder what kind of dinosaur I would like to be. And I found this cool costume, and it has like wings, so I'm a flying dinosaur. And it doesn't have to be a dinosaur that we know of. We can create our own dinosaurs because that's what imagination is all about. It's about having fun and creating stories in our head that we would like to share with others. So I'm going to share this dinosaur twin story with you. And afterwards, I have a little craft for you to do as well. So maybe you could try that this afternoon and go on your own exploration. So this is a story that I wrote and drew the pictures for myself, so I was the illustrator as well. And I made it like a coloring book so the reader could be part of the story and color along in the story. And I will put underneath this video, I will add a link to the picture so that you could draw one as well. You could draw the cover photo. A lot of my books I do working with kids in classrooms. I do workshops where we write the story together and then they help finish the book by illustrating the pictures. So a lot of my books will have pictures drawn by kids just like you. This one has pictures drawn by me, who's a big kid anyway, so it's kind of the same thing. Alright, so here we go. Dinosaur Twins Explore the Woods. It's a nice big book too, so that you can have fun drawing the pictures. See, here we have the first picture with the dinosaurs. When two young dinosaurs went off to play, they didn't know then it would be a surprising day. They first set off with a plan to explore. The Ceratops named Juju and Izzy the Tyrannosaur. They followed the path that led into the wood. They didn't plan where they were going like they probably should. There were lots to see as they journeyed ahead. They saw trees of green and birds that were red. You see, there's a perfect chance to color that picture. It tells you even what colors you could use, although it's all right to use your own colors as well. Uh-oh, what's happening? Izzy and Juju were enjoying their walk, at least until their path became blocked. The road had split to the left and right, and deciding on direction soon became a fight. Oh no, they can't decide which way to go, and now they're mad at each other. Juju insisted she knew the way, but Izzy complained she always had her say. And the two kept arguing, both wanting to win, and neither of them wanting to give in. Oh, are you like that when you argue? You want to win that battle? At last it was decided they would each pick a way and meet back up at the end of the day. So Izzy went left and Juju went right, and it wasn't very long until they were both out of sight. They went off in their own direction. At first, Izzy enjoyed it, walking on his own. He could stop at any time to examine a stone. He didn't have to hurry or keep up to her pace. When Juju walked, it always seemed like a race. So he's just taking his time and enjoying himself. Juju was also happy to be exploring as one, no one to bother her or interrupt her fun. But the sun started setting and the shadows appeared, and Juju's head started filling with fears. Oh no, does that happen to you sometimes? Izzy was always helpful when shadows appeared. He would shine a light to make them disappear. But now he wasn't with his dinosaur twin, and Juju got goosebumps all over her skin. Oh, the dark shadows are making her mind think of monsters, I think. She curled herself up, then began to shake. She shook so hard she made the ground quake. Izzy could feel it on the path that he took and decided to learn why the earth shook. Izzy found Juju curled up real tight, and he asked, "Juju, are you all right?" She mentioned the shadows that were creeping in. "I can help with that," Izzy offered with a grin. He grabbed a huge branch and dug out a hole, then he found a rock that he knew was coal. He used his claws to create a spark and made a lantern to brighten the dark. Oh, look, Izzy was so helpful. Juju was thankful for Izzy's great help, but then she heard a rumble that made her yelp. Is that thunder? Is a storm blowing through? That was my stomach. I'm hungry, aren't you? Oh, does your stomach rumble when you're hungry? Juju just laughed and pointed to the trees. There's a lot to eat amongst all those leaves. Izzy looked down with a frown on his face. No way his arms could reach that space. Oh, is he too small to reach up to get those apples? This time it was Juju who had something to teach. Just stand on my back, and then you can reach. Izzy balanced himself up on her back and was able to reach enough food for a snack. Look at that, they're helping each other. Then the two dinosaurs set off once more, but together this time, not like before. They learned that things are always better with a friend, and the two walked off around the bend. So you see, it started with a fight, a disagreement, and they separated, and then at the end they learned that when they're together, they can help each other and get through some of the problems that sometimes happens when we're on a path. So there is the real Jenna and Isaac, Juju and Izzy, the dinosaur twins that were created for this book. So that's Dinosaur Twins Explore the Woods, and you can find it on Amazon, or you can contact me through my website and get a copy that way as well. And like I said, it's a nice big book, and it has nice big pages that you can color, and so you can be part of the story. Another way to be part of the story, or to take the story further, is to do this craft coming up, and then you can also explore the woods yourself, or just explore your backyard. Make sure you don't go anywhere by yourself though, because that wouldn't be safe. So take a sibling along with you if they're big enough, or a parent, or another adult. Okay, so for this craft, you need a few things. Now don't worry about getting them right now, because you can do the craft afterwards, even this afternoon if you want, or even tomorrow if you want. There's lots of times to do the craft. This just gives you an idea of something you can do. So what I've used is 2 toilet rolls. We always have lots of those. When you get to the end of the toilet paper, there's always these rolls, and I like to save them because there's so many crafts you can make with them. Now I've used what we call brads, or paper fasteners, but you could use string, or you can use glue, or you can use tape. It doesn't really matter. I'm just using these because it makes it a little quicker to show you how to put it all together. And then I also am using a piece of string or yarn. This is like knitting yarn. Alright, so I've punched some holes into my tubes, okay? And when you put them together, make sure your holes are lined up. Okay, so the holes that are on the insides are what I'm going to use these paper fasteners for. Now, like I said, you could use glue, you could use a piece of string. Whoops, I dropped that one. The idea is just to hold them together. So if you're using, oh goodness, my hands are causing me to drop this. Okay. If you're using some string, you can put it through the holes and tie it. If you're using some glue, you don't need those extra holes, and you can just glue it together. You could also use strings to go around the outside. The whole idea is just to hold the 2 pieces together. So you're holding the 2 pieces together. So whether it be a paper fastener, or if you want to put a string in there, if you want to glue in between, or put elastic even around the outside, there's all sorts of ways to hold the thing together, okay? And then when you take your string, and it will go through those outside holes. So when you go through the outside holes and you tie it together, this is a good way to practice your knots, because it's easier to do knots this way than in your running shoes, because if you get knots in your running shoes, that could cause some kind of problem sometimes, can't it? All right, now I put a little bit of tape on the ends of my yarn just so it threads a little bit easier. All right, now it's not going to hold together completely proper because I did lose that other piece, but here we go. Now what you might want to do is, before you put it together, wrap some paper around here, add some stickers, add some coloring, decorate it somehow, because what you're making is some binoculars to explore with. So now you've got binoculars you can put around your neck, and then when you go exploring, you peek through, oh, I see you out there, and all the different things that you can find when you explore the woods. So decorate yourself with some binoculars, have some fun exploring the woods or your backyard, or just go for a walk with mom or dad or grandma and grandpa. And sit down together and read the story Dinosaur Twins, and underneath I am going to put a link so that you can take this cover picture and draw it yourself as well. I hope you all enjoyed the story. We are starting back up our story time sessions, so make sure you join us again. Follow this page so that you know when the new stories are coming out. And thank you for joining us, and have a great weekend. All right, everybody. Bye.